What's up everyone, my name is Nightrow and welcome back to some more Nekopara Volume 3. On the last episode, Corjoin and Roland joined me for the video, and we saw Maple singing.
For the very first time.
Yup. And I showed him the first H scenes from the game.
I'm disappointed there was no H scene last video.
Calm down, boy, calm down. They might be in this one, I don't know, who knows. Either way, let's continue with the story to see how it goes. Then Maple, what's with her?
Yeah.
She's sleeping and I'm still confused as when this all started.
Back in 1995.
Dumbfounded, I stared at Maple's back as she exited the room. Time for my break. Oh, Cinnamon. Is Maple relieving you? Yes, Mei-chan's taking over for now. Cinnamon gently lowered herself down onto the sofa. I poured some hot water from the kettle and placed a cup of black tea in front of Cinnamon.
Please let it be an H scene. Please let it be an H scene.
Dang, boy. Wow, thank you. Sorry to make you go to all the trouble. Don't worry about it. I wanted some tea too. I was going to have extra anyway, even if you haven't come along. What?
I just want to pat her and pinch her cheeks. Holy crap.
Well, that can be rearranged. That can be rearranged. Wait, Gore. That can be rearranged, the whole patting.
What about the other stuff, though? Alright, I'm okay. That's good. I'm satisfied now.
Wait. Okay, for some reason it's not working. Am I doing this right?
I don't think so.
Ah, dang it, what the heck?
There's no padding feature?
I mean, they're supposed to, because in the second game they did. But nothing is happening though for some reason.
That's gay.
I'm pressing everything. Maybe it's because she's too zoomed in. I don't know. We'll find out later.
Adorable cat girl. And Roland, step off. I will. Because I find my wife.
I was going to have an extra anyway, even if you haven't come along. She nods to me, smiling. The two of us quietly begin to sip our tea. Then we return our cups to their saucers, each one making a little clack as we set them down. Now Cinnamon is sighing. What's wrong? I never hear you sighing. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a sigh, it was... Oh, right. I was just breathing heavily because I'm drooling. Really? That's one. Come on, you think I'm gonna buy that? Maybe not. I guess trying to hide it was kinda pointless. Another sigh. That one was even deeper. The two of us both take another sip of our tea. Cinnamon glanced at me, her head slightly lowered. Mei-chan hasn't been well lately. She takes another small sip. Ever since we went to the amusement park, right? She inclines her head in a slight nod. May I use your computer for a moment, Kashu-san? My computer? I hand my laptop over to her. She definitely navigated...
Go ahead, but don't go on my search history.
More like those fucking chocolates and vanilla. Who knows why they have bought? Okay. She definitely navigated to a web page and then turns the laptop towards me. Can you take a look at this? This is displayed on the screen is a video of Maple singing on the stage. This is from the other day, isn't it? Yes. Take a look at the comment sections. I have a feeling the ones in the comment sections are gonna be a bunch of perverts. I just have a feeling.
No, they'll be like porn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you remember the part where we were seeing like a picture when Cinnamon and Maple were young? Well,
I'm not looking forward to that because when
apparently,
my Asian will knock at the door like this.
yeah. But the thing is, apparently during that part of the scene, and she was talking that then all of the comments in the video or in the picture, or whatever, was a bunch of lolicons.
What?
Yes.
Wish them when you need them.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh well, whatever. Take a look at the comment section.
Just a reference to one of our friends.
She scrolls down so I can see the comments. That cat girl is cute. I didn't know there was such a cute cat girl around. This cat girl is so good at singing. The comment section is mostly filled with variations of those things. What is all this? It looks like she's gotten pretty popular. Yes, I think you're right. But Cinnamon takes a breath before continuing. I think it's possible that May's worry about being thought of as just a cat girl. Not that she didn't. Not that she said that about out loud, of course. So it's just a guess, but she furrows her brow in frustration. So she's worried about being seen as just a cat girl, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wow, pretty racist. Wait, is there racism in that series?
I'm not sure. It's a good question.
I don't know if cat girls are considered a race. I think it's just a human hybrid.
I don't know. Hey, you like cat girls, right, Cashew? Flashback. You don't seem like the kind of guy who would care if someone was a cat girl or human. I mean. Maple's words echo in my mind. Something like this has happened before. It has? She nods her mouth, contorting into a pained smile. Mei-chan used to love singing, but... Well, you saw it, didn't you, Kachu-san? In that old video? The video I watched back at the amusement park. I nod to Cinnamon. There were quite a few comments in that video, but I think it must have been a shock to her to see all the comments, good and bad, refer to her as a cat girl. All because of the word cat girl, huh? Even if they had good things to say, they still call her cat girl. Even if they have mean things to say, they still call her cat girl. She said she wanted to be singer. It would have definitely been a shock for the young Maple in that video. She's proud by nature, so it's hard to imagine. She's been out of it ever since what happened at the amusement park. And whenever you ask what's wrong, she just dodges the question, right? Right. So that's what has been going on. It looks like the video has been circulating a lot since it was uploaded. A lot of people have left comments on it. It seems to have an endless parade of comments like the one Cinnamon showed me. I just wanted her to hear Mei-chan sing again. But I guess I went overboard and ended up hurting her. She hangs her head, turning her eyes away from me. She breathed out a long sigh. In response, yeah, like that. In response, I gently bop her on the head. You really do like Maple, don't you, Cinnamon? You're more like best friends than sisters. Huh? Best friends?
Or like lesbian couple.
No, don't go there, please. Don't ruin this magical.
Please go there. More like friends with benefits.
No, don't go there, please. Don't ruin the visual novel. Oh god. She looks up at.
My job is to loot it.
She looks up at me with a wide-eyed expression. What were you saying?
What? James' job is to loot it. My job is to ruin it.
Oh no. No. You're a sister, but your relationship isn't like Kokon and Natsuki's. It's not like chocolates and vanillas either. I guess you could say that you two are on equal ground with each other. You're like two friends who really get along. They're not like Koko and Natsuki, where one is clearly the older sister and the other is the younger one. And they don't cling to each other like...
It's the other way around.
And they don't cling to each other like chocolate and vanilla do. But I do remember Maple always seeming trouble. Always trying to help out somehow. Worrying about whether the results of her actions will be good or bad. It just seems like the kind of relationship that only real close friends have. That's what I meant. I suppose.
Oh my gosh, he's giving me that lewd face that I'm...
No, don't go there. It's not the time yet. Maybe...
Please.
Oh god. Maybe Meishan and I are something like that, or... It's more like I want to be Meichan's best friend that seems closer to the truth. She furrows her brows again and she smiles at me, but her smile seems a little ashamed. I give her another gentle pat on the head.
Pat.
I'm worried about her, about Maple too. I'm going to see if I can get any clues from her. I'm not much of a negotiator though, so I don't know how much success I'll have. If you're asking, I'm sure she'll let something slip. Will be alright if I ask Meichan myself? Sure, I'm going to try talking to her a little too. I nod to her. Maple and Cinnamon are both part of my family. I want to do everything I can to help them. That's the honest truth. Oh, and this is going to sound a little weird, but can I use your computer on my break, please? Oh boy.
Is she gonna use the webcam for something?
I doubt it. Why would she do that?
She's gonna use the webcam.
She fidgets embarrassed. I don't mind about why. Oh, I just remember something I want to look up. Oh, what?
What's she gonna look up?
You can tell already. It's from her face. It's not like anything weird, don't worry.
That concerns you. With that face and she's doing that, that concerns me.
It's just something I can look up back home, that's all. I guess you could say it's something I want to look at while I'm alone. Wait, no, I mean something I want to look up. Wow, she's already busted. It's nothing strange, okay? I guess it's just like intellectual curiosity, according to... And do that at your own house.
Man, what is those racks?
I take my laptop away from the panting Cinnamon.
I want to hear that. God damn it.
No, Cashew-san doesn't believe me. Oh,
How dare you make her sad?
I just wanted to enjoy my break a little bit.
How can you make her sad, dude?
Who
Hey,
knows?
step off. I'm the only one that's supposed to consult.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, and what was it you're planning on enjoying? The scornful gaze of Doris again? What the heck? You really don't break character, do you? Nope. I'm who I am after all. That's so adorable of her.
I want a screenshot of fiction.
And I was just coming to think of her in a new light. Well, I guess this is what the announcer meant.
Here's a normal.
Yep, she is as usual a slightly bothered looking cat girl.
Oh my god. No, this god, she has a lewd face. She looks looks like a mood face is just her drooling. That's it.
Oh, look what it says at the bottom. I was a bit late because I went to the toilet.
I can't read it.
Oh my.
God. Wait, what?
Oh boy. I'm not gonna say that again because I already forgot.
I was a bit wet, so I went to the toilet.
No, she said I was a bit late, so I went to the and so whatever. You know what I meant. So what do you think? Although for once I use a kind of tea leaf we don't usually have. And that might be one we don't usually have, but it turned out pretty much perfect anyway. Since we're not actually a tea shop, I figured it'd fine if I only stock my favorite brands, right? Maple shrugs, waving her hands and dismissively. Anyway, the day our cake shop starts seriously and dealing in tea is the day we'll have lost our way. Basically, I'm saying I have been being. Damn it! Why can't I say the damn things properly? Basically, I'm saying I haven't been focusing on tea over your cakes. Actually, I didn't know what kind of plans you had after this, so. There's a place nearby I figured we could poke our heads into. So that's what you're getting at? There's some that's sold about by this new tea shop. I'd be closing the store to the others while my secretary of tea and I walk home. I still glance at Maple as we walk side by side. Damn it! I should have brought a bottle of water. Maple seems no different from usual. Though I can't say whether usual is downcast or just cold. She's doing her work, but I can't tell she's not putting in a ton of effort. Because she's a cat girl. I remember what Cinnamon told me earlier this evening. I take another glance at Maple's face. What? You've been picking at me for a while now. Not that way, boy. Not that way. Though I only happened to catch you, I'm not mad, just wondering. She's turned her head just enough to look at me of the corner of her eye. Oh, no, it's nothing in particular, just my attempts to get caught in my throat midway. Now I'm not sure what to say. I look away from Maple, who seems upset, and turn my gaze towards the night sky. My bad. Yeah, right. That's right. What are you doing agreeing with yourself? Nah, it's just because it's not that great at catching small details. I wonder if I can just ask it straight. Damn, it's really hard to talk. Okay, seriously, what are you saying? She stares at me, head cocked suspiciously. I turn my head back towards her and meet her gaze. You know, that video from when you were kidding. When you said you wanted to be a singer, why was that? Huh? Is that what you wanted to ask about? She idly runs a hand through her hair and lets out an exaggerated sigh. Maple has probably guessed what I really want to ask about by now. Are you making me work overtime because I'm not your companion? If there's something you want from me, are you gonna tell me or what? What kind of person do you take me for? A horny a horny pastry puffer, to use vanilla words. Do you hear that? Oh boy, I do not hear them at all. Oh well. You do have 4 cat companions. Well, she's not wrong though, so I just shut up. I'm not making her work overtime because I want to start a love affair though. Still, I got enough common sense to know sense to know that with 4 cat pendants, I'm not really convincing anyone. I turn my gaze away from Maple and look up at the night sky. I mean, it's not like that they're unhappy, so I have no problem with it. And I'm not the one who said that anyway. Oh boy. She glanced at me with a mischievous eye and re-smile. Is she the one who's unhappy? I hear her grunt before looking up at the sky with me. You saw that video, didn't you? It was something I thought of a lot. But I gave up that stupid kittenhood dream a long time ago. Her tone is wistful. Wait, what? Are you guys there?
No. I want to tell you something earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's username was Eat Your Noodles. I think he's being racist.
Wait, what? You're confusing me now.
The dude's name was Eat Your Noodles.
Again, you're confusing. I don't even know what you're talking about.
A username, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just cut this part out of the video. Never mind.
Okay. Her answer is blunt and unaffected. But you still think about it now, don't you? Her expression stiffens. But she quickly relaxes, and when she speaks again, it's in that same aloof tone. It's not like that. I was pampered so much back then. Do you really think I understood how the world works? In the first place, a cat girl having a dream is just dumb, isn't it? God dang it. Why is he calling me right now? My damn arms. In the first place, a cat girl's having a dream is just dumb, isn't it? Maple? The comments on the video said something similar. Because she's a cat girl. I can see that one word weighing down on Maple. But everything she said just now seems so hollow. I'm not sure she believes in herself. If that's true, then how do you get so good at singing? I stopped in my tracks and there we go. For some reason, Tyler was calling me.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I stopped in my tracks and hurled the question at her. Cashew? She turns to me. Seeing her eyes widening, I continue without hesitation. There's no way you could get that good without practicing. Her brow furrows with unease, and she casts her gaze downwards. The casual air that had surrounded her when we were side by side is nowhere to be found. At the bottom of my field of vision, I noticed her wringing her pale, slender hands. I take a step towards... Wait, what?
I didn't hear that last part.
Don't worry.
Got it.
I take a step forward and pat her slump head. The people who eat my cakes. I'm always so happy to see their smiles. What the heck? Huh? She raises her head. And what you asked me before. That's why I wanted to become a patissier. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cashew. Talking about myself is a little embarrassing. A reluctant smile drifted onto my face, and I continued. Ever since I was little, my dad told me that I would be studying to make a Japanese sweets. I never considered that I had any other choices. So I did as he said and studied how to make Japanese sweets. Cashew. She doesn't say anything else. Maple stares right at me, waiting for me to continue. Since my family has some ancient traditions, My upbringing was pretty strict. Playing with friends, club activities, hobbies. I had to forgo all of them for the sake of studying the family trade. Well, not that I regret all that. Even after all this time, I still don't. I can't make the bitter smile on my face go away. Maples are so wide and bright as the moon at this point, but I keep going. But one day I went to the patissier by myself. Everyone there looked so happy eating their cakes. Everyone, even those who might be austere or sad, otherwise every single customer had a smile on his or her face. I recall the memories of that visit, and I gave voice to even the parts I had locked away in my heart. Before I was completely focused on my family's trade, and saw nothing else. Then someone asked me, "Why is it that you are making these sweets?" Back then, I really didn't know what I had been doing doing up until that point. I struggled with it, but I decided that I wanted to be like that person. I wanted to make something that could put a smile on anyone's faces when they ate it. Enough that I was willing to give up all that I worked so hard so for long. Then, Pimple's expression hardens, and I watch her ears turn towards me to take it everywhere. Oh my God! So I gave voice to every last sentiment. Oh boy, my dad, as well as others around me, said many harsh things to me. But I knew I had to be true to myself. I decided to turn towards my own dream, no matter what those around me thought. Cashew. I caused a lot of trouble for Shigure and our mom, and I did some incredible dumb things. Maybe there could have been a brighter future for me somewhere along the line, but right now I'm happy. This time my smile isn't bitter or reluctant. The smile I show Maple is one that reflects my true feelings. Before I know it, Maple's fingers, which has clasped together so tightly, have loosened up. You're pretty stupid yourself. I can see myself doing some pretty dumb things too. Oh damn, I've been recording for too long. Well guys, I'm gonna stop recording right there. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do one more video for that night, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more. Wait, let me just count. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more for that night, and then tomorrow I'm just gonna continue recording. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!